Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Rashada. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Fires to the tight end. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Hey, I know it's only one drive, but that sets a standard that you want to live up to not only the rest of this game, but maybe the entire season.
And these players were talking about the talent they had coming into this game. They've got a lot of speed. They've got some experience. They've got guys that have played a lot of snaps. So it's not just going to be the expectations in their own huddle, in their own locker room, but I think for fans of college football watching this team play all year, they're going to be expecting them to put up points.
First down here for the offense. Trying the left side. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And This guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On the run, it's Allen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kentucky right back to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense in the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Addison. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Going to the running game. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And it's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Kentucky 0.
Might as well give it to him again. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Georgia going up tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up to the passing game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hurry, slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Kentucky going quickly. Looking for space. It's Allen. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. They get to the line quickly.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He's got 69 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just push the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Turns it on in midfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't load the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing.
Off he goes! And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going for it all. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Georgia 17, Kentucky 0.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind,
the expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Wide receiver shows motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. The Royals took a business-like approach to their showdown away from home today, and it paid off with a dominant performance and a victory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive.
Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Kentucky right back to the line. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires and picked off. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll throw it on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass. It's Rashada. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Quarterback empties his backfield. They want to run this quarterback. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. A designed run for the quarterback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly. This is a designed run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 31, Kentucky 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kentucky going quickly. To the air, it's Sellers. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll try it on the ground. Plows through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense obviously.
Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh. They're hurting this defense.
And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Using his feet. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll take it himself. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And he'll be smacked to the ground. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. Getting some heat. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Oh, look out! The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Northern Illinois. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Defense in press coverage. Trying play action. Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season.